I wanted to make a video over step 4. Well, we did 3 and 4 last time, over step 5. So we're going to look at the overview. I wanted to take you to here. We're going to look at the overview for step 5. We're going to talk more about this next week for those of you that have it in class, and this is your talking about it. And if you have any questions, I highly suggest you coming to the Zoom meetings on Wednesday. So we did step 4, we figured out our thing. Step 5 is going to be our Ed puzzle. It's pretty self-explanatory. Notes will be taken if you want to. It is a good source of more information to help you with the rest of your project. So step 6. Step 6 is going to be your writing portion of the project. You will need to lay out a plan on how you're going to take this challenge in front of you. So you will need to include a budget that solves your problems, write out a plan. The budget does not have to be completely in depth. I just want to know what you would really need for your project to work. And now you're going to sell that idea to your benefactors. That benefactor is me. This is a two-pronged report. Basically, you are going to write the paper, and then you'll do a presentation about it. You must show the research on how your idea is going to work. The other thing you do is you use the research questions that you've had to help fill that paper. Your paper needs to be at least 2 pages long. I have a written outline that we will start on Monday. It will be attached. So if we look at this, let me pause it real quick, and then I'll open it up for you. What's up? What did you share with me? Beautiful. So here is your outline. So your outline will show names, editor name if you have somebody edit it. Normally this is for a 2-person project, so 1 person would edit it, 1 person would write. But you're going to write, and if you need it looked over, any of your English teachers will be more than willing to look it over. But as an outline, this is what you would probably need to do. If you go through and answer all the questions in each section, that is going to give you the correct amount of paragraphs that you need. So if you look at this, you can have up to 12 paragraphs on all of this information. So depending on how short it needs to be, if you're writing a 1-page paper, if you're writing a 2-page paper. The majority of you will be writing 2-page papers. You'll have to discuss with me whether or not what else needs to be discussed. With this paper, if you do the outline, it'll be very easy to write a rough draft. Now, a rough draft is there because if we look at the rubric for the research paper, I bring it over here, the rubric says grammar. That means you need to write the 2-page paper and make sure that you have everything that is required on this research paper. Now, that means that it needs to be at least 2 pages in length. It needs to have grammar. You have a maximum of 10 mistakes. If you have 10 or more mistakes, then I take off all of your points. You get minus a point for anything that is very incorrect grammar-wise. So you must have somebody proofread this paper or you will get points off. You need to have your data stated, experimental stated, stage stated, what you're trying to do, the problem that we're facing, what your hypothesis is about this idea, how your paper flows from one thing to the next, and is it persuasive enough for me to buy it as your benefactor? So you're persuading. This is a persuasive paper. It is only 2 pages. You can do it, and you can, with all this stuff that you have to have, and with the amount of that the outline is, this research paper is not going to be very hard to do. Now, if you notice, it gives you which paragraphs you should be doing on these. and you can answer a paragraph with one question. You can answer all the questions with a paragraph. I don't care, as long as you reach out to make it 2 pages. And just changing the format's not going to do anything for you there. If you are given a different amount that you're supposed to do, then you will do it for that amount. Make sure that you are taking this seriously. A paper is probably going to take you about an hour of the 200 minutes a week that I expect you to work on this. So make sure that you are focused on this next week. The outline is something that I would have suggested done by Tuesday of, so we're looking at Tuesday the 17th is when you should have the outline done, and you should have your paper started by Wednesday or Thursday and finished by Wednesday or Thursday. All right, that is today's thing.